thing, every single thing. I think human beings go through life on autopilot a lot, where almost everything we see, we just accept it as a norm. What I try to do is, even when I do fail, I don't really regard it as failure. I just regard it as, okay, what data did I get from this? How am I able to approach this same thing again from a different perspective or different angle? And is this a problem that cannot be solved by me? Is it a problem that should be solved by someone else that has more capacity? So how I approach failure, simple. I don't really see it as failure. I just see it as, okay, it happened. How can I adjust with this new data? It's almost like, how people like look back at their lives and have regrets. I don't have those because of the fact that I just regard it as that decision I made with the information I had at that point. That's it. If there's one piece of advice that I can give is always know your why. Always know why you're doing it. And it needs to be strong enough for you to say, I can dedicate either my life or a significant chunk of it to solve this problem. Once you understand it and you believe in that why, whatever challenges you face, they're usually not really challenges, you actually enjoy solving it. You get, so when you understand the why and why you're solving a particular problem, you usually don't find yourself really worrying about why you're there in the first place. There's always that clarity. There's always that certainty of, okay, I need to get this done. It doesn't matter how difficult it gets, you always know why you're there. I think that's the easiest way to approach it. We have a culture where people very early on want the lifestyle of being an entrepreneur, because I don't know where that culture comes from, where they feel the lifestyle of an entrepreneur is someone that's very flamboyant. Honestly, the business you guys are doing, tell me the business you're doing, so hopefully I can also join. But I'm very certain that most of the guys in my team have better quality lives than I do. I'm very aware of that. I'm not delusional about it. You need to be very aware of what's there. It affects relationships, it affects your personal life goals, it affects your vacation that you want to take. I know founders, tech founders, and I also know business owners in non-tech spaces that struggle with this a lot, where they go online and they see someone else in this space flexing, maybe in Santorini, you get, and you start looking at your business and provoking for your business and like, why is my business not making me this much money to get? You need to understand that there are sacrifices you need to make and be very aware of them, and understand that there are stages to this thing. It took me a while to even recognize that I'd made money personally, because of the fact that I had a payment structure of how I compensated myself, especially my PE firm, that relied heavily on growth over everything else. So even when we had an amazing year, it never really showed in my personal life because of the fact that I was all about growth at all costs.